Hi everyone! Gotta back you up a little bit. Say hi, bye. No, just say hello. Just say hello. We're back for our 18-month update. Woo! So Violet is turned 18 months as of the 21st of March. Unfortunately, I couldn't exactly be here with her the day that she turned 18 months just because I was in Los Angeles. But I'm back and I'm with my nugget, right? So yeah, I just want to talk to you guys about her development. She's been growing a bunch. She's been doing things that I never imagined she would do in just a span of 2 months. I think my last update was 15 months or 16 months. I'm not sure. It's been a little while. She's not weaned yet. She's not weaned yet, and this is like something that I've been trying to do for a long time. I was gone for a week. She was with my family, and then for some of the time she was with her babysitter. And I thought that when I came back, because it had been a week, it's actually supposed to be 3 days, but then New York storm like delayed my flight. It was the whole thing, whatever. See, look at this. No. She's starting to understand that it's only for nighttime, but I would think that after a week that she just wouldn't want it anymore, or like that she wouldn't care. But as soon as I got home to her, she like was quiet and she was just kind of lurking, kind of like, okay, when is it a safe time? And then as soon as my guard was down, she just pulled my shirt. Like she knew. She was like, surprise. Like I knew these are mine. Like I was waiting for these. So weaning is so hard. There's no kind way to do it. I'm absolutely sure at this point. People will tell you a whole bunch of like, oh, if you do it like this, you do it like this. No, I don't think there's a nice way to tell your baby, hey, you can't have food from here anymore. Like, there's just not a nice way to do it. So I'm just kind of dealing with that. Come here. Come. She gets her attitude a whole bunch more. She tells me no all the time. She tells me no. She tells me she doesn't want it. She communicates a lot of words clearly. She can even sometimes she'll put two things together. She's like mama juice, mama water. Well, it's like water the way that I know she's saying water. People always like act like they can understand their babies. Like their babies are speaking perfect English and they're not. Like your baby is speaking baby, but like you just understand what she's saying. Hi. She's super cute, as usual. I'm trying to think. She's hit all of her developmental stuff. So she's running, she's stacking stuff, she's playing. Right now there's like stuff all over the floor. She knows how to put puzzles and stuff together. She draws, she paints. Oh, I did notice though that she gets angry. And when she gets angry, she pulls her hair. And I thought it was like a Violet thing. Like I thought it was just for her. But apparently babies bang their heads on things, they pull their hair, and it's like their way of like getting out their frustration. So I'm trying to like have her unlearn that stuff now because she has all this beautiful hair and she's literally pulling it out when she gets upset. Usually that happens the most when I tell her no for breastfeeding and like whatever. But I will say that she eats super well. So breastfeeding obviously is not something that she needs. Well, I'm like real airy-fairy about breastfeeding. I think that like it's okay if you want your baby to self-wean. Like I'm an advocate for it, but just for me personally, I'm not in the headspace to be breastfeeding anymore. I don't think that she needs it. Like I don't think that it's like gonna delay her developmentally or anything like that.
Okay.
Hi, do you want to come? Do you want to look? You want to see yourself? Come. You can only see the top of your head. You gotta see the whole thing.
Hat.
Yes, it's not a hat, it's a headband.
Abba.
Headband.
Abba.
Yes, headband.
Abba.
She knows tons more body parts now. She knows like her shoulders. Where are your shoulders, mama? Where are your shoulders? Show me your shoulders. Yes. She knows like where her elbow is and like her teeth and her tongue. She knows like more specific body parts now. She can distinguish her hair from her head. Like those kind of small little things that people don't really think about, I guess, if you don't. Oh, she's showing me her tongue and her teeth. Oh no, don't put that in there. Also eating everything. So fun fact, recently she swallowed a penny. She swallowed a penny and I took her to the emergency room. And I don't know where the penny went, y'all. But because she did throw up in the emergency room like right after. Like she threw up and everything she ate that day. But I didn't see the penny. But to be honest, throw up was everywhere. And I didn't see like if the penny fell. Like I didn't check fluidly. I was just checking what fell in my hands. So I feel like the penny fell out that time. But long story short, we went to the emergency room twice because the first time it was like this terrible emergency room center. Jersey City Medical Center is trash. So yeah, she swallowed a penny and it was pretty sad. I was like, oh my gosh, she's gonna die. Like, it's gonna get trapped somewhere and it's like not gonna go well. Even though I did a bunch of article readings and I even called the Poison Hotline Center. Is that what it's called? The Poison Control Center? One of those acronyms. CDC Center. That's not what it's called either. It's called the Poison Control Center. I'm sure. I don't feel like the thing is PCC though. Like I'm pretty sure it's not PC. Anyway, we called them. They said it was fine. That to just see if she passes it. I was getting really paranoid, so I took her to the emergency room. But I went to one in Hackensack, and it was amazing. And they did an X-ray on her, and there was nothing there. There was nothing anywhere. So we kind of just, you know, tied it in a bow and was like, all right, let's watch where all the coins are. I don't even know how she got the penny. Like, I don't know where she found it. But it was pretty scary. And I guess because I'm a first-time mom, it's fine. So because she's 18 months and she's headed towards that terrible 2 phase, I'm noticing that she is doing the tantrum thing. Like, the quintessential toddler, like, throwing herself on the floor, screaming at the top of her lungs. She's starting to do that. She's not fully committing. Like, she's not committing to, like, the things that I've seen. But she definitely gets upset. What do you have in your hand? You can't open it. You can shake it all you want, but don't open it, okay? Oh, you like shake your body? She's like, shake it. Because whenever she dances, I go, shake it, right? Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. She's a wonderful dancer. She's a wonderful dancer. Ellen DeGeneres, she dances better than you. What else? She follows commands. If I tell her to go pick something up, she picks it up. When I'm starting to clean up, she tries to clean up with me. Even though she's not super good at it, she figures out where things belong. So, like, she might put her books where her books go. She might put her toys in the bin if I direct her to do so. She's pretty much on task. As far as, like, emotionally, like, she seems to be very perceptive of people's emotions now. Before, if I pretended, like, to be sad, she would laugh. Like, she'd be like, haha, mom, stop playing. But now it's like, if I'm like, oh, you made me sad. Right, you made me sad. She looks a little bit more concerned. She'll do like a lot more to kind of see if I'm okay. Even if I say like I love you, if I'm like I love you, bye, then she'll like come give me a kiss. Mm-hmm. You like them? It's good? Yeah? Good. Yeah, so right now my main focuses are looking into like maybe early start kind of things, so I can get her more children. Her babysitter now has 2 daughters around her age, and it's amazing, and they're amazing, and I want her to like hang out with them more and stuff like that. But I also just want her in an environment with other children, like groups and groups of children, just to see how she can deal, because I notice she gets a little shy when she gets around other children for like in the beginning, and I want to make sure that she's as extroverted as I can be tuned, like, because I understand that like some people like innately I'm an introvert and like I really wouldn't, like I'm not trying to force her to be something she's not, but if she can be as comfortable as possible socially, then I'm gonna like try to do that. Right, Violet? Your nose is running a little bit. It is. I gotta wipe it. Weaning. So I touched a little bit on it earlier. I've tried to wean her. The week that I was in LA, I thought it would be a good time. As I've come back, she's kind of just been going a little crazy. But what I have noticed with weaning is that my boobs have shrunk drastically. Like, I didn't think they would shrink the way that they shrink. Or shrunken. Shrunken? Shrunken is probably the right word. Shrank is like probably like a colloquialism, right? Or like ebonics. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, so they've gotten way smaller. And I'm wondering how they're going to fit in my clothes now because I've gotten used to being a little bit more full-chested. Now I'm back to, like, flatsy-patsy, which is okay. Potty training. She's potty training. So what I like to do now, this is what I'm figuring it out. Also, if you have any tips for potty training for girls down below, I hear that they're easier. But It's my first time and I've never potty trained a child before. So if you guys have any other tips that are like homegrown tips, not like what I can find on parents.com, but like actual things, then you can let me know any tips for potty training. So what we do in the morning, we go to the potty, and in the evening we definitely go to the potty. And sometimes I can tell. So like lately, like when she has to go to the bathroom or make number 2, she will go into a corner. She'll find a corner and I'll see her squat. And it's like she knows it's something that she has to do. So when I start to see her kind of do that, then we go and we run. I'm like, okay, let's go to the potty. And she understands what she's supposed to do when she sits on the potty. And she's starting to do that. But she's not so regular at it. Like, she's not saying, Mommy, I have to pee-pee. Sometimes she'll tear off her diaper, though. Like, sometimes, like, after she pees, she'll tear off her diaper and give it to me because she's understanding that she's not supposed to, if she's supposed to pee in the bathroom, well, that I change her. So it's, like, progressing. Hopefully by the time she's 2, that we're good. Hopefully by the time she's 2, she's figured it all out. Or mostly. Might have a couple of slip-ups, right? Can I have one? Thank you. I just want one, though. You can have the other one. Thank you. She likes to feed me. She likes to feed herself. Usually I only give her things that obviously are not too liquidy. So if I'll mash up some avocado, which is still one of her faves, I'll mash up some avocado, but not too, keep it a little chunky, and she'll feed herself. She'll also feed herself like she's doing right now with these chips. She's just going in the bag and eating one, going in the bag, eating. She'll do that. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, she's rubbing my back. Thank you, boo-boo. You're so sweet. Bro. Oh, her teeth. So she has most of her teeth. Like, almost all of them. Right, Vi? I think she has, let's count. Can we count your teeth?
She does not always.
1, 2. Cheese. 1, 2, 3. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I want to say she has 20 teeth. 20. That's the full set, right? Is it 20 or 22 that's the full set?
I'm not sure about babies. Because
No, like kids. Because her teeth aren't going to change again until she's a kid and she loses them.
the only thing I really know is that adults have 32, so.
Yeah, so adults have 32, but kids have way less, right? Kids have way less. I think, like, they have 10 less than that. So I think it's 22 or 24. She has a couple to fill in. But she has most of them, which also is another reason why I'm just not about this breastfeeding life anymore. You have that many teeth. If you have that many teeth, you don't need to be on my breast. I'm sorry. But that's just personally. This is not as a doula. I feel like you need to do whatever makes you happy. And when I say do whatever makes you happy, I mean breastfeed till at least 6 months or to a year. After that, hands off. If you want to breastfeed till your child is 4, that's wonderful too. I think I've seen so many cases where women benefit from that. Obviously, there are benefits of breast cancer, like less likelihood to catch that, weight gain, immune systems, all that stuff. Like, there's so many benefits to breastfeeding way past the Western standard of breastfeeding. Also, like in the UK and other places in Europe, children are normally breastfeeding till they stop usually between 2 and 4. So this idea that we have to stop breastfeeding early, it's like a farce. And I don't want anyone to feel pressured by the fact that I'm ready to stop breastfeeding. That means that you should always do what you feel is best for your child and best for yourself. Always. You know what? So my brother just did a quick fact check. It's actually around 20 teeth that babies have. So she has all of them. She has all of those teeth, right, Vi? And she's good, and she's brushing them. Well, this is what she does when she brushes. She doesn't actually brush her teeth efficiently. She takes the baby toothpaste, and it's on there. I put it on there for her. And then she just sucks on the toothbrush. And then occasionally she will brush. Occasionally. Within the 100% of the time that we use, maybe about 40% is actually her brushing her teeth. And then it's like me having to direct her, okay, brush. Because she just likes the taste of the toothpaste. What are you looking at, Vi? Look, sit back. Okay, if you're happy. Oh, should we also know? Oh, you're ready to clap, huh? We also know the itsy bitsy spider. You ready? The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. So the itsy bitsy spider went up the spider.
Yay.
Yay! High five. Wow, you're so smart.
Yeah.
She's super smart. She's super smart, right? You're super smart. Well, thank you for patting my back, honey. Thank you. Oh, thank you. You just know how to be so cute, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Can I have another chip? Thanks, honey. All right, guys. We're checking in. Let me just stop chewing, right? I'm stop chewing. All right, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. And I want to say the next update will be maybe at 20 months. But we'll have a video or something in between then, just like a daily thing or a vlog or something like that. There are some cool things I want to do for this channel. If you have any video ideas, let me know. I'll let you guys know how the weaning is going. Probably going to do some hair stuff soon because my locks are growing. I just washed them. That's why they're all like dangly and loose. So probably doing some lock stuff. Maybe some hair stuff with Violet. You showing the people your food? Yeah, you should do it. And that's that. It's been great. It's been real. All right, bye. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.